The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Poetic beats.
When you see me, you can see it. California, California. When you see me, you can see it. California, California, California.
California beaches, California breezes, California bitches, our California needs. Sun up, sun down, all smiles, no frowns. Cali life is like a circus, minus the clowns. I keep the top down, swag stay turned, and there's so much heat, the week get burned. Every day is the right day. In Cali, I do it my way. Kush keep it highway. Sunset on Friday, promenade Saturday, Sunday to Beverly. Fuck the forecast, we know what the weather be. Post on the strip, showing off the whip. Real nigga love from the Bloods and the Crips. Cali, from the valley to the beaches to the flatland. Cali on my plate, I'm like a big old fat man. The desert is dessert, grapevine growing perp. All play, no work, got my boy about to surf.
When you see me, you can see it. California, California. When you see
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Toomer's Town. I'm your host, Al Toomer. And tonight, we'll be talking about, as we do every week, controversial topics that just rub people the wrong way. Tonight, we will be discussing the abortion ban that Alabama recently passed, and like 6 or 7 other states have also passed this damn law. And tonight we're going to be discussing that, and we would like for you to call in and chime in with your opinions on this situation. The number is 323-293-3375. And let's call in. A few people out there I'd like to thank for supporting the show. All of you, you know who you are for supporting. I like your likes, your dislikes, and all of that. But the M. Wiley, I really don't know who M. Wiley is. I don't know whether you are Mr. or a Miss, but we do appreciate that the Snapchat money that you've been sending in the last 3 or 4 weeks. And we'd like to encourage everyone else to Snapchat whatever you can in here to help Morris Media and Ms. Porter's keep this thing running. I hate to sound like a preacher, but it's time for me to start saying that. Reach in your pockets and pull it out. Tonight, I have 2 very distinguished guests here. One you're very familiar with, and one is he's made one stop down there. Been trying to get him back here. He has his own show here at the same studio here at Morris Media at Sports Collective every Monday at 5 o'clock. My man, Ilya, how you doing?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I'm like Tony the Tiger, man. I'm excited to be here, man. You know, you my boy, so anytime you need anything, and then Morris Media Studios is the place to be, so exactly. I'm always excited to come down here.
You're looking like a black Clark Kent in this motherfucker.
Oh, man, like we get the capping again, okay? Because I told you look like a checkerboard over there.
Chessboard,
yeah,
checkerboard.
They say dark chocolate is back in, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful at them bus stops, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
might get picked up from secret Ubers, you know what I mean?
I live in the hood, man. When I dress like this, I don't have to worry about being shot by the police or the gang members. They know I ain't fucking with nothing they doing.
Yeah,
old man just walking down the street. Leave me the fuck alone. And next to him, we have my man Lionel Dalton. This man here is one of the funniest motherfuckers that I've ever met out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He always comes down here and really just goddamn takes it to another notch because no matter what, he's going to say some shit that pisses me off. Just by disagreeing with me, but he does have valid points on everything he's doing. And he done shaved the beard off. Last time y'all seen him, he's looking all bummy because he's filming a movie. Now he's all clean shaven and every goddamn thing. Got a hot top. Now, what do you used to call that fade? What we used to call it? The skin tight?
Ball fade, man. Just a little ball fade.
Yeah, got it all up there. Shit is looking real nice. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. My hair chilling.
Good. You look like you gained weight, man. Your face looking a little fatter than before you got married, living with a broad, not eating.
No, I'm just eating, man. I just need to work out a little bit more. That's all, brother.
So, okay.
That's all. I mean, I'm healthy though.
No, that's all that counts right there. Yeah, you said you lost a few pounds, right?
Yeah, man, that's tough. Once you get it, it's hard to get off.
Yeah, especially when you get up to our age and shit. You know, only gonna run and sweat and fuck the shit off when you younger. Now it takes a little bit extra work to get weight off.
So once you start though, you get to burning incense. You start getting holistic about it. You really start like reading the menu. Like, let me just look, and it ain't just the burger and fries, and you be like, okay, do that.
Yeah.
Then you be pissed off because you be like, damn, I should have just got the burger. You know what I'm saying? And then been like him, I just work it off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all bad.
Trying to burn off calories and exercise. I've always, like at this age, man, I'm 50. I ain't getting on no track running. I talked about this a couple of weeks on the show. I don't play basketball anymore because my body is not the same. But there's a thing called sexercise, man. If you fucking the right way, you can burn off calories fucking. Sweating that way. And it raises the heartbeat. I'm not getting out on no track running around no fuck. Your heart only has so many beats before you naturally die. I'm not trying to speed that up.
That was funny as shit. I ain't never hear that one. Sexercise.
Yeah.
That's a new.
Work out fucking, man. You doing it the right way. Yeah. You just a lazy motherfucker laying on your back. This is what most women do. They lay on their back and kick their legs up. Bitch, you getting fat. You get on top.
Well, maybe I need to do that because I ain't even getting no sex, nigga. I think I'm in a drought.
You can't exercise jacking your neckline on. You have to get on an actual woman or whatever you get on.
I'm jackasized.
You just go ahead one arm bigger than the other.
Right, I'm jackasized. I ain't lying. I'm jackasized.
You say one arm bigger than
I switch hands. They I'm good.
You right
better than me, man. Cause
right hand real strong.
Right and left. I'm good.
All right. Well, you better than me because I'm right-handed. I can never come to a climax with my right hand, man. My dick look at my left hand like an ugly bitch. I can never come to a climax trying to jack off left-handed. I just can't do it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say once again, the main topic tonight is the abortion ban over in Alabama. And please, like I say, call in. But, I'm glad I have these guests here tonight because I know they got some interesting topics on it, man, because they are saying that the Republicans are just, grandstanding trying to get attention. This law will never be passed because of Roe versus Wade and the 14th Amendment. It'll never be passed, but it does bear, I know it's something that needs to be discussed and how people feel about abortions and whether it should be legal in certain situations and others not. I personally believe that if a woman has been raped or incestuous things that have happened to her, or it is like life-threatening, then yeah, abortion is the thing to do. But I also feel like women that have used this to cover up their goddamn negligence to continue to have abortions. I mean, you get one pass just having an abortion, you healthy, and just realize I don't want to have no goddamn child from this kid and just go down there. But if you get to having 4 or 5 abortions just because of your negligence, you a fucking serial killer, and we must talk about that.
I don't believe so.
So you feel a female can just say you do have the right to do what you want with your body, and you can just carelessly just let a man gush up in your ass and say, I just go kill it in the morning. You can do that as many times as you want.
I feel like at the end of the day, it's your body.
Of course it is.
It's your body. It's your right.
Mm-hmm.
That's just wrong with society today, man. Who are we to tell anyone what they can do with their personal, belongings? Like that's a woman's right, man. Think about it. Back to masturbation. We kill kids. If you masturbate, we killing kids too. We ain't going to jail. You can't say nah. We ain't going to jail.
Okay, if you gonna go that way, hell, we killing them every time. Even if one kid gets through and you have that kid,
exactly.
4,999,000 other ones died.
But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, like, for you to say a woman is not allowed to do what she want to do with our body, and men, if we masturbate and whatever, we still killing a child.
I hear what you saying.
So what's the difference?
When you really go and just tear back on it, then it's like, who's really making all these real decisions? You know what I'm saying? So it's beyond
why
Roe versus. It's like I showed you. I met you. We a couple now. You know what I'm saying? It goes all back to that. I mean, you got to be now like, I got to make a decision on really having sex. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you talk about all the real animals. That's what they get into. They're like, okay, that's organized. That's organizing people to be associated and socialized a certain way.
Right.
Versus we don't have that moral compass. That's not even in our society moral compass that we're going to meet someone, we're going to have these certain standards, and this is life, fairy tale ever after stuff. No, we at the club, baby, what's up? Woo, art is ejaculation, masturbation, all these other different things. Who's making these decisions? And then do they come from God? I mean, God created children, right?
And then you got a lot of kids today.
Who's getting disappointed more so?
You got a lot of kids today that's in junior high school. You know, and nowadays the females today are developing more faster than the average woman back in the day. You know, so sex is like, it's all in through, junior high school, and you got a lot of kids that's having sex, and they don't even know the essence of, like, what can really happen. Like, somebody like me, I was 14 when I had my first child, first year in high school. I was 14, she was 14. All I thought about was just having sex. I didn't understand what can come from having sex. And she didn't have an abortion, but you got kids today that kind of like it was heavy on my life, and it still bothers me to this day having a child at 14. So you have some kids that's having kids at 13, 14, and need that situation, need to go through those those procedures.
Sexual education. I mean, where's it coming? When you did school, I mean, because you did what you did. Your children, I'm sure you would be.
I think it's a cycle of socialization. I mean, I came from where you actually dated a girl, where your parents knew their parents. You know, so when you start really thinking of like the true process, I got taken out for. Oh no, you can't date her. She live over here. Right? No, that's not. You know, even with that old stereotype that, you know, we want this side of the street. You want to go a little up the hill. You know what I'm saying? Or you grew up in Philly, so you wanted a brownstone. You wanted some, you want another.
Everything was just right there.
It was,
you know,
everything was right there. Standard,
you
know. Whereas now there's no standard. Like even looking at the fact that I told a group of kids, you get up in the morning nowadays and you just put on whatever you want to put on and go to school. We grew up in a day where our parents handed us some ironed clothes, and this is where you ironed clothes.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's still hot. You put your pants on, it's still hot. So it's a different moral standard now. And then now to be at this moral standard to bring up something about women, that means that are you deterring us from something really else?
Well, what I'd like to ask is why are they really criminalizing it at this point, since they put Planned most of the Planned Parenthood,
I know.
they were abortion clinics, they in our community. So why are they criminalizing women? Because actually, dude, they talking about locking your ass up if you got their murder baby, and the doctor can get up to 99 years to life if he performs it. So why now?
I think it's a big deterrent of something else. I really believe that.
Yeah.
You know, because the reasoning behind it is, I mean, you know, trying to go to the moon.
I never heard the reason. I never heard the reason.
But here we got billionaires trying to get us to the moon on one decision, and then we hear talking about life on another spectrum. I mean, the bookends don't make no sense.
Yeah, I heard one guy say this trying to sort of sidetrack.
Stop trying to tell a woman what to do, and let the woman be great, man. Let her. It's her prerogative if she want to have a child. And if she don't want to have a child,
I understand what you're saying on that line, but that same woman that says I have a right to do with my body has a right to make a goddamn smart decision as opposed to letting some motherfucker just bust a nut up in her motherfucking ass for pleasure.
Okay, well, look at it from the other perspective that you talked about earlier, where there's women who take advantage of the system by having more kids, which is taking tax dollars.
Yeah, they stopping that
creates
too.
another form of genocide.
Yeah, Trump
in the
done
community.
put a stop on that.
But that's about you, when you say bust a nut in a woman. You got to understand a lot of men. And I'm not trying to be biased. A lot of men take advantage of certain situations. So you can have a woman, and there's men out there that may be lying to this woman, telling this woman she's number one. She's number one. I love you. You're number one. And he get her pregnant later down the line, or she find out this nigga got a wife at home, and he didn't tell her that.
Okay.
So those situations is real life.
So that's a reason for you to go, because there's another thing in this is the length of time. Because I ain't, if you go nip some shit in goddamn 30 days, 60 days, all right, you cool. If it's around the 5th or 6th month and they gotta suck a body out of your ass, that's going too far. That's murder.
It's still her. Come on, man. It's still.
Ain't her goddamn right. If you just say to me that this bitch got pregnant, she got 6 months pregnant and found out a motherfucker.
What's the happy medium?
But people say it's murder.
If it's, it's murder when
they talk about life. So
that's what they say. They call it partial abortion, man. That's when they're actually pulling a body out of you, not just sucking the rib. I don't know how developed it is in the first 4 to 8 months, 8 weeks.
That's
2 months.
We have
women.
That's heartbeat, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Blood. What is in the first goddamn month? The first 4 weeks of a pregnancy?
America can't talk.
Huh? Okay, the first 4 weeks. What is the development of a child?
America should never talk about murder because so much death and murder been on American hands for decades. For decades, for decades,
right.
And none of that been addressed. No reparation, none of that been addressed. So my thing is, how can you, to this day, tell a woman what she can't do? It's just, come on, man. It's just not that right. It goes back into man law. It's back saying man.
But actually, one of the major one of these politicians in Alabama that passed this shit was a woman. It's a white woman that did this. Well, and from my understanding on the whole thing is, man, this is what we
right. They don't really have the
say
power.
Something about a white woman in America,
Yeah.
versus if she was black or a white man. So it's a different prejudice.
Yeah.
So it's softer. It's a softer hit. But if it came from some white man, it would have been a whole different hit.
Exactly.
If it would have came from a black woman, it would have been a different hit.
Yeah.
If it came from an Asian woman, a different hit.
Yeah.
But hey, we gonna put our own people out here. Look, you've been doing it for years. Going out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
and I hear that our people are getting upset about it, but mainly they say this is to protect white people because they are being depopulated. But you don't think about the number of white women have goddamn fucking abortion, but white women are right there with black women at 37%, Latinos like 19%, and the rest is that covers that. But white women who are goddamn aborting kids and they goddamn are not populated like they used to. I hear what this law has got. This is what this law is really trying to shut down. You bitches need to stop having abortion because our people are becoming extinct.
The law
that black people stop becoming athletes. Is that what we need to do?
No, that's not what I'm saying. As far as white people, you heard what I said.
That's the only way they getting free production. You know what I'm saying? They get 3, 4, 5 out of athletes. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
they can't come over for Easter.
They don't want these urine colored motherfuckers. They want pure white.
I just feel like they reaching, man. I just feel that the laws is going. We need strong gun laws. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need strong gun law. We talking about abortion, like, that's someone's body. That's someone right. We talking about how come we ain't got nothing on gun law? How come we ain't talking about that?
Kids going and killing up kids at school.
Right. I'm still messed up on how they went into the elementary school. What's that, Sandy Hook? Excuse me if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, but the Hook school, right? Mm-hmm. And how they went and killed all these innocent kids.
Yeah.
All these little kids that just didn't have a future, now that had a future. So now I'm just like, man, they killed, and nothing was done about it.
Well, that's another way.
So we talking about abortion, but like, what we doing with this gun law?
Yeah, but you just brought up another angle of looking at abortion as far as I'm concerned. I guess you said these kids that shot up the school, maybe if somebody had nipped them in the bud or their mama had to swallow them, it wouldn't happen.
You know, I ain't say that.
I said it.
Yeah, you said it. That's why I look. You say how you feel. That's just how I feel, man. A woman, I understand we in America, man, but we cannot tell a woman what she can do and what she can't do.
How the fuck we can't tell them what to do, but you can tell a man what the fuck to do?
That's not true at all. How they tell us what to do?
By laws and regulations, they do tell us what to do, man. And all I'm saying is, like I say, I'm in the middle on both between. I'm dead fucking responsible for abortions, and I'm glad for the ones that came through. But if there's a law that's set where a person thinks that if I do this, I'm not just going to casually do this.
Did you catch that? He said he was glad that they came through.
Well, sure. But what I'm saying,
the abortions that he had.
Yes. Because I can't stand the business today. But if you think about, I won't go out and rob a bank as broke as I am because I know there's a chance I'll go to jail. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers I wanted to kill, but I think about, you might end up going to jail. You have to have a deterrent, man, to think about the passion. You just get all lustful and just go fucking goddamn bring a child in the world and say, all right, I fucked up. Well, I can go on down to Planned Parenthood and get it sucked out.
But here's the thing,
and men, and it ain't just a woman too, it's just as much on a man's goddamn motherfucking position to not do that as well.
But here's the thing.
You got to come up with the 380. You know what I'm saying? You always got to come up with the
They ain't all about no contraceptives and the birth control pill, and especially condoms, because I cannot stand condoms. I feel gay.
What? You feel gay how?
Because I'm nutting on me.
What, in a condom? That's my man Al Toomer, man.
Oh my goodness!
Well, an exploding tip on a condom or something. Yes, but go ahead, Lionel.
Like have it take off, like
it has to be something else, man, like a parachute or something. Just goddamn, just busting you. The only bitch that I really hit with a closed fist is a female that was sucking my goddamn dick beautifully and sucked it beautifully till I got to the point of climax. And as soon as I got ready to come, the bitch aimed my shit at me and I got them nutted all on my chin. And man, I hit that bitch with everything I had. Who told you that was a smart idea?
Disney is not going to
I was going to enjoy that.
Disney is not going to
I can't even go to McDonald's anymore. If this kid's
that's just how I feel, man.
Yeah, but there's a lot of angles to this. But like I said, there has to be some type of discipline, man, in bringing kids here in this world. Another thing that women could do is goddamn monitor, your cycle. I've looked it up. You can look on this goddamn phone and find out whether it's the rhythm method, your cycle. When are your safe days? You monitor that shit by your period, your cycle. That time right before your period and right after it, where you could do this shit, huh? Get back there on the microphone, nigga. Don't sit there with a drink.
All I'm saying is, man, like.
There's nothing wrong with being disciplined, man, and having responsibility and accountability.
But you gotta say that is discipline, and that is being responsible by knowing that you don't want to have a child with this person. That's right. That's being responsible.
Yeah, we'll put this on. She go break down the like I say, the woman's your menstrual cycle, because there's times of the month where you can goddamn have sex as unprotected as you want and not get pregnant.
You got a call?
Is it Vivian? Or somebody else? Huh?
So it's called the rhythm method, and it's between the 14th and 17th day after the start of your period where your ovulation occurs.
Right. And you can have it all you want, and the chances of you getting pregnant during that time is very minimal.
No, the chances are very high between the 14th and 17th day.
Okay, we talking about when is it the lowest time?
Man, men just trying to
anytime before or after that. So I would say probably 1 week after or 1 week before your period.
Okay, those are gold mine. And this explains why men need to have more than one woman to fuck.
So you need to get Outlook so that you can put it in your phone so you know what days is cool to do whatever, right?
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
She got to download something, right? I mean, you know, we don't remember birth dates and all that.
Yeah, hello, who this?
It's Thursday, third week. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, this is Jay Speed.
What's going on, man?
J Speed.
Hey, what's happening, man?
What up, man?
Hey, what's going on to you and your panel? I want to ask everybody on your panel.
Yeah.
You would say if a woman is not being raped, two people go to bed, two people getting ready to sleep with each other, you both have a decision. Would everybody agree along with that? You both have that
that's
decision,
exactly
right?
what I'm saying.
I lost you, J Speed. Say it again for me. Sorry about that, bro.
Okay.
You have a decision to make.
When you are getting ready to engage in a sexual act and
Okay.
you're not being raped, two of you are volunteering, making this decision to lay down with you. You would agree that both of you have a decision at that point, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm saying is when you get ready to get up from that, and why do a woman have a decision after that when you both had the first decision when you laid down? And I know this is not a question. I'm just going to move on quickly to what I'm about to say. So you saying a man we shouldn't be able to control a woman's body. Well, when you go down there and you give a child support, the court is controlling the male's body. Because I don't know, no male uses his non-body or non-mind to make money. So our body's already being controlled in that situation. Number two, why should a child be punished about something two people did just because if that was the case, we should kill our children when they're born and as they're growing up due to the point, well, we can't afford these children anymore. So we just take them in the backyard and shoot them. So this is what we use it as an excuse. And you got so many women that had so many abortions, you can call them serial killers. So and Al brought that up, but listen to this, my brother.
Wow.
When you start saying things like controlling a woman's body, I don't want to control a woman's body. But why should that woman be able to control another body inside of her?
Yeah.
Because that's in her body. That's her.
I
That,
know.
But another thing, like he
That's
said
in her
this,
body.
that for a woman that does this, how can a woman, is a woman even incapable, if you ain't been raped or incest, are you even capable of loving anybody if you would kill a part of yourself?
Y'all drink too much 7-Eleven coffee. Man.
He going.
All
All I'm saying is, man,
All right, well,
this
deep dive in it. Everything ain't shallow swimming.
a
We need
woman,
to look at this shit.
I just feel like a woman have a right to do what she want with her body.
And a man does too.
Exactly.
And
So,
like I say, this ain't all on the woman. I
we're
mean,
not-
too many times we kill his mother. Not only a man,
But we're not
goddamn,
carrying. But we're not
not
carrying
only does
a
a
child.
man, you stupid. The motherfucker, the child start off in you.
Well, I'm talking about farther than birth.
But we are stupid too, because not only can you not only get a fucking bitch pregnant that you don't want in your life, motherfucker, you risking your life by doing this
and
shit.
she's risking her life by having a baby.
I'm talking about you just
She's
getting
risking
I'm
her-
talking about you just risk you getting a disease, man. It ain't just about
I
no baby.
understand
I'm
that,
talking
but
about
a
getting
woman,
disease.
but a woman is
Can I ask
risking
you a
her
question?
life. When you carry a baby for 9 months, she's risking her life too. There's a lot of females that had babies and died. Would you agree with that?
Can I ask you a question?
All right, then.
before I
So
get off the
therefore,
phone?
she should make that decision.
But you take that up with God. You understand? Because He put them in the position to bring kids here. All right.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't even bring that up.
That's what happens.
It is what happened, but that's why I say I can understand an abortion because I said there were 3 abortions that I'm responsible for, but 6 miscarriages, man, have been because of a goddamn what is called ectopic pregnancy, where the goddamn umbilical cord was wrapped around the kid's neck, and there was a chance that the mother could die.
Right.
At that chance, I say, all right, well, let's go on. We got to do this. But now, looking back
sometimes
on
you
it,
can't see
I
that.
wish I'd have goddamn told the doctor to go and get my child a chance and let this bitch die. But I didn't do that.
Okay, let me ask you a question. My last question, here, my brother.
Oh, my
Because
goodness.
I understand. Look, you got to understand this too, my brother. I have to understand the woman too because I got 11 sisters, and have had children myself, and I have a daughter myself. So the reason why I'm asking these questions because I know they're complex.
Mm-hmm.
They're not black and white. But what I'm trying to say is, when is it anybody on your panel consider life itself, regardless who carrying it or who not carrying it? When do you consider that as being a life as important to have a right to live too?
Can I just kind of just say that again? It go back to the moral compass. I mean, you talk about you got 11 sisters. You grew up in a time where chivalry was a responsibility and accountability and work ethic and how you met someone and dealt with them is so much more different than with the world we live in today. You look at the fact that we hold on, listen to me. We look at the fact that
don't be a diplomat on me right about now. I ask you a serious question. Don't be a diplomat because murder is murder. I don't care if you did it in 1900, 1600, 1500. Murder is murder. So I'm asking you again a simple question, straightforward question.
The thing for me is that it goes back to how we're going to socialize and date each other to even have this topic of a murder of a no murder. Because a woman can't have a child without a man. So you got to go back and say, how is this man is going to socialize with this woman so that we have some happy mediums. But we are talking about generations and generations and generations of a situation.
That's some shit that the baby has to be broken, man. We, as far as black people, our people, man, we are basically still goddamn fucking breeding with each other like these motherfuckers bred us back when we was in slavery. We don't think about the outcome. I ain't going to say all of us because that would be stupid. But for the most part, that's the way we breed with each other. You see a goddamn woman and lustful for it and goddamn, I done bust this, and then realize you hate a motherfucker after you done brought another life here. That has to change. Whether it be about his law or what, I don't know what it is, but that has to change.
And then you look at, I mean, because then in our modern society, I mean, who's doing documentaries about, what black men are dealing with in regards to child support scenarios when your whole life has been taken away? Your whole life, you don't have no banking, you don't have no, you have no passport, you have no driver's license, but they're requiring for you to have some money to get to a child.
DL said this and people got mad at him. He said a woman's talking about she has a right that she don't want the government telling her what to do with her body, but she ain't got no problem with the government reaching in a man's pocket to take care of that child when it gets here. So he made a lot of sense, but a lot of people got mad at him for saying that. It's like, well, you can't have both ways. Hell, they tell you to do with your body, but when it get here, you got all the laws in the world to make sure this man pay your ass or he go into jail. You can garnish his money and everything.
Everything.
And there's another thing about some women that use kids, and that's a low-down ass bitch there that has took a child and used it as a form of a paycheck. I'm just having a child to get paid.
Hey, Mr. Toomer.
Yeah.
Speaking of child support and all this stuff in together, as I started off my statement by saying, before I ask my question, there's nothing black or white about this. This is an issue that we going to really have to cover, especially in our community, because we got to ask why we have these places in our community like 7-Eleven stores. Yeah. That's what the question is. It really genocide? Because nobody had a problem with how many children was being born in this United States of America when we were slaves. The more you had, the better this country became. Yeah. So why is it all an issue now?
Yeah, well, I just said, why are they making it criminal now, today?
Is it that's why I say, is it a deterrent based on what's going on internationally with us in America? And this is a deterrent, or it's something political. That's my inner thoughts. There's something more to it because this is outrageous to even be on the table with all the issues that we have as a country.
Yeah. It is. But I can't announce it on this show what it is. Yeah. I can't tell you what it is on this show, but it is.
We have no right. We have no right.
I need to know.
We have no right to tell a woman what she can do with her body, and that's that.
But you have a right, and a woman don't have a right to tell a life that has a heartbeat.
That it can't have a life.
Just because
that's between her and God, man.
That ain't God. Life is
that's between her and God, man.
Here, my brother.
We can't.
Life is here.
But that's the whole point. It's across the table with various opinions, and that's why I say before you get to all of that, before you get to that decision, you got to go back to your dating and the whole. Farrakhan and everybody talk about buying in the community and having property and being self-sustained, but no one talks about relationships and how to love one another and how to deal with each other on a way that we don't have child support issues, and we ain't. That's fundamentals. When you say get back to fundamentals, those are fundamentals.
Brother, but you can't worry about when a person have a heart attack. You can't sit up there and have that discussion with a person. He shouldn't have been eating this meat, that meat, whatever. You are in a mercy at that point.
Hold on. Well, listen to me then. The person who had a heart attack comes with a case study. He ain't the first one. And we got generations of people that has been displaced and lost. And when is we going to have someone in our community that speaks up for us as black folks when something is happening to us? We're the only people in America that's getting shot up every day by the police. That's crazy. Huh?
You can.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here tonight, and that's why the subject is really heavy on my heart. But we don't have no national black person that speaks on behalf of black people when something is happening for black people. We have activists, we have spokespeople, we have preachers. But you got to
understand. You got to understand that the people when we do have guys like that to step up and fight for us, they wind up missing.
And that's fine, but how many people knew about Nipsey Hussle when he was living versus when he was dead?
They wind up missing.
Let Vivi get in. Whatever.
Okay, so what I was going to say is that
get closer to the mic and speak
most abortions occur within the first trimester. The first trimester is up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. At that point, it's not a baby. It is only a fetus. The baby is not fully developed to even be able to call it a baby. So therefore, in my eyes, my opinion, that's not murder.
Yeah, well, I already said I was more against the partial abortion once it has gotten up to 20. I think you go up to 20 weeks. That's like 5 months. That's what I really said, that it's unless it's life-threatening to you, for you to just goddamn say, all right, well, I changed my fucking mind. And I'm going to have this whole body just sucked up out of me. Now, I got a problem with that. You can just have the motherfucker and put it up. And that's another thing. Whether it's rape or incest, just have the motherfucker and put it up for adoption. And they're saying that, abortion could goddamn be legal it should be illegal except for rape and incest. But what about this? What if a bitch really knows that the only way I can get out of this is to accuse a man of rape?
Why they got to keep
organs are fully formed by 24 weeks.
Huh?
Hey,
by 24 weeks, the organs are fully formed.
Okay, the facts on the table. It is always called a fetus. It's called that due to the point if a child don't take a breath, it's never called a child until it takes its first breath. So that name that you just used is through the total pregnancy. It just ain't in the first couple of weeks. That's through the whole. That's fact check. Do your fact check.
Well, the baby doesn't feel pain until 20 weeks later.
At the end of the day, man, it's a lot of sorry ass niggas out here that need to get abortions. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. It's sad. It is what it is, man.
Well,
It's a lot of dudes out here that's not ready. That's not ready.
Teaching your goddamn daughters and the women not to even fuck these motherfuckers.
Well, here's the thing, though, man. You gotta understand. But you gotta understand.
But a bitch gonna lay down and fuck
But you gotta understand. But you gotta understand is, cum is thicker than blood.
You say that
exactly what I'm saying. So you can have a guy that's a woman is so in love with that her family members or her dad will tell her to stop messing with the guy, but she's caught in. She's in love with this guy until she realized that he ain't shit. So
she can't come to that conclusion until it's time to commit murder.
But when they're young, what about kids that's like 14? 13 years old having kids.
Like I said, has to be better. And that's what it was. This is where the older people are failing the young, because they should not. These mistakes should not continue to be happening at this age.
You're talking about the old failing the young. America fell.
So let's just go back. I mean, time tells all, right? So you got the 60s, right? Where was we at as black folks? Then you have the 70s. Where was we at as black folks? Then you got the 80s and the 90s where we become drug dependent. So we 2 generations behind where the 70s and the 60s blacks were well more put together than they were now, and then when they were in the 80s and the 90s due to just the fact that black men was getting incarcerated for 30 years for selling dope.
Was blacks ever well put together, brother?
I think that there was a point.
I don't think we ever was well put together.
Bro, we was in a lot better shape right after slavery, and in the early 1900s, we was in a lot better shape right after they freed us in the early 1900s.
If you was in slavery, if you was in slavery, your ancestors in slavery, you was never in good shape. It's the mental thing too.
I'm talking about after we were freed.
You still was bad.
Black people own land. They own their businesses. They own their properties.
Where at?
They look that shit up.
Where at?
We were doing way better.
Where at? What city?
Go look it up. You got
what city?
Before
the city that they blew up. The city that they blew up.
Yeah, they dropped the bomb.
That's
on
only
Tulsa.
one.
Okay.
That's only one. We ain't talking about what's going on in Philly, what's going on in New York. Like, we always had to survive, and I love my people. We've been in some difficult situations, and we're still in difficult situations. And one thing about being a black person, we learn to, like, just pull up our bootstraps and go and figure it out. So all I'm saying, it never been really great for us. Never, ever.
I mean, I wouldn't put it say it's been great for us and based on slavery and how we got here, but I'm just looking at a time where that black people lived at a certain level of comfort, and we had a certain moral compass with church and community. The basic stuff that really keeps black people really together. The heart of black people is dining and hanging out and entertainment and having fun and having a good time. Yeah. But I think drugs has a big part of why we are who we are.
But we didn't put that here.
It ain't the reason why. How do we?
It is a reason why.
It ain't the reason because we already know it exists.
The reason why is how did it get here?
And we're gonna keep.
We didn't get it here.
That's like talking about slavery over and over again. So how do you come up with a resolution moving forward with the next generation? Is it the Alpha giving the student loans to all the HBCUs and helping these young black kids become something great?
At the end of the day, it don't just starts with us. People always say it starts with us. It starts with America. It starts with the White House. Come on, you don't think
they
already gave you something, because you remember we only take a little. We ain't got it. We don't loan a lot. We go as long as we can go to church, eat some chicken. We gonna just take a little. Yeah. So they gave you Obama and Michelle. Y'all cool, and y'all hush. Y'all ain't had shit to say in the next 10 years. Y'all let this crazy man that's an entertainer come in and do his own thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave you one. They gonna give you an astronaut. They gonna give you a few other ones.
All I'm saying,
they gonna make you feel good, so you can go to church and eat some more chicken.
People keep saying it starts with us. No, it starts with society.
Start with us,
It starts with America, man. It starts with we need white folks to come on board and help black folks, man. You see all these poverty neighborhoods, man? Come on, man. The White House, they can come and put money in these neighborhoods.
Lionel, they're not going to do that.
But what I'm saying is, it starts with them, too. We need help.
So you basically in a fantasy if you
it's not that
because only way we gonna be self-sufficient is self.
Listen, but I gotta speak what's real. It's not that I'm a fantasy. If you want to call it a fantasy, let it be a fantasy.
Do you know who help black people is other people? Black people don't help black people.
Yeah. We got to stop that.
Black people don't help black people. Other people help black people.
I can't say black folks. Some black folks help black people.
We got to take this quick break. Y'all, please call in with your calls. We're going to take a quick break here. 323-293-3375. And when we come back, I want you to answer, since you talking about America got to help us. How has the gay community in a few short years passed us as a race of people? They got more power than us. They have more political power than us.
I think that's your opinion. That's not factual.
There is some.
We're going to take this break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. It's factual as a motherfucker. You can see it.
I'll tell you why.
More terrible than the Great Train Robbery. Wild Apache with Joel, Navajo, Seminole, Wanted, Haunted. Things that done in life will go down in history. Didn't wanna have to do this, but the gunslinger back in town. Cowards them a scatter, yet the children them a gather round. Let them come, let them come. It's the ancient gypsy, Pancho villain. I've been dumbed down, numbed down. Stumble round the saloon, drunk as fuck by high noon. Fed his story, pissing human shit. Going out in a blaze of glory, fuck Baphomet. I got Gatling guns, 200 clips, EMPs, lasers, cowboys, aliens, it's an invasion. Sugar sugar whiskey, itchy trigger fingers sick. Circle up the wagons, posse up and go quick.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back to fuck in. Who? Franklin, Benjamin, Jackson. Why? They keep killing black men. So I'm coming for the sheriff, the deputy, and the captain. This ain't about rapping, it's about capping. I'm a general, but I'm still down for action. Meaning I'm not a battle rapper, I'm a battle capper. Get your girl out the way or I'm a slapper. I'm not looking for you heifer, I'm looking for half. I got my whole posse with me and a pet Black Panther. I got the cure for cancer and it's smoking. Cock back, split a melon wide open.
Got 'em choking on their own blood, begging for forgiveness. Always starting something, young guns gotta end this. Maybe I'll shoot 'em now, nope. Get a rope, scalp them, hang 'em up high by their throat. Owen Jabri, we forgot martial law. You saw how he hauled off Brown Bear Paw. Yeah, marched 'em through the dead of winter, left 'em there to thaw. Nah, quick draw, ain't feeling y'all. Brad Pitt get hit like the legends of the fall. Get got, get fit for a pine box mall. Pale face varmint meets smallpox garment. Crumble like tumbleweed, add
and you know it's not a sin for me, that's why you sent for me. Orchestrate this devil's death like the symphony. From the near and far east to the wild, wild west. Been waiting on this beach to show his teeth like this. Start the invasion. Resistance is futile. Show me to your leader so I could make the fool bow and lose his vows cause he broke his vow. But we knew we would, these cowards was born foul. See, we gave them the game they claiming that they took, but who'd have thought how to serve man was a cookbook? I'm on my way, so turn around is not an option. Got iron heat, all red and vodka, get it poppin'. It's high noon, these motherfuckers finna die soon, and I'ma rage war till I meet my doom. But I'll hunt you from the tomb like a goon. With a squadron of spirits and ghosts, a platoon, guerrilla warfare, ape shit, baboon.
Poetic beats. Poetic beats.
California, when you see me, you can see it.
California beaches, California breezes, California bitches, our California needs. Sun up, sun down, all smiles, no frowns. Cali life is like a circus, minus the clowns. I keep the top down, swag stays turned, and there's so much heat. The week get burned, every day is the right day. In Cali, I do it my way. Kush keep the highway. Sunset on Friday, promenade Saturday, Sunday to Beverly. Fuck the forecast, we know what the weather be. Post on the strip, showing off the whip. Real nigga love from the Bloods and the Crips. Cali, from the valley to the beaches to the flatland. Cali on my plate, I'm like a big old fat man. The desert is dessert, grapevine growing perp. All play, no work. Got my boy about to surf.
When you see me, you can.
Yes, and we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, in another exciting episode of Toomer's Down with my guest Ilya and Mr. Lionel Dalton. Like I said, please, we would love to hear your comments on what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about the abortion bans over in Alabama, and if that passes, trust me, it will be passed all over the country, but people don't see that really happening. But before we went to break, I'll ask you, if we as black people have to look up to America to fix our problems, how has the gay community surpassed us in the political spectrum of things? And you said they haven't.
I never said that. What I said was,
we go back and look at it.
No. What I said was that's your opinion. I never said I don't know if that's factual because I haven't seen no.
What world you living in today?
I'm just like, I haven't seen that factual. I haven't seen no evidence on that they passed. You know,
Gay people have a much more a political structure. They are way more advanced than black people. Even we ask for reparations, we ain't got no goddamn plan written out for what to fucking get. So
me personally, me growing up,
say the F word and see what happens in your career as opposed to the N word. That's how I look at it.
Me growing up in Philly, I was just taught that, man. You know, they people. I never I don't really use the word gay. He gay. I never used the word faggot. I never called nobody that. So it's like I might be like, you bitch ass nigga, something like that, but I never used that word. So I'm just like, I just don't, I see them as people, and
they are people with a structure. And they are more politically advanced than black people who have been here, goddamn 40 years.
Well, when you look at demographic, and again, you know, on Mondays at 5 p.m. Sports Collective Media, Ask Ilya here. We all here for a reason. And when you look at the average income for us demo is 2 gay men, and our census is the highest paid couple.
Yeah. And I've heard that when they're talking about gay marriage, it was because marriage is nothing but
when they establish marriage,
nothing but a business corporation between a man and a woman or whoever it is. But
if you got 2 men, you look at the average white man income and you look at that times 2 versus even if it was a white woman and a white man, the income is
men make more than what they do.
My thing is, how is that benefiting my life? What someone else is making, what someone else is doing, how is that?
I mean, it's an audience you can capitalize on.
It wasn't how it benefits your life. Right. I said that they as a community, has surpassed us, black people, as a political goddamn entity, and I'm just no one can deny that.
I'm just hearing that from you. I never heard that from no one else.
Shit. Okay. Well.
So, but I
mean, I grew up in the Bay Area, so it's like. Yeah. My diversity of gay people is always been around. You know, we call them gay, we call them faggots. You know, it's been a term just like if you was to say nigga or something like that.
I'm actually giving them props. I hope nobody is misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Those terms have been used.
I never had to use that word.
So I'm saying they are more structured as a people as far as getting things politically, man, than black people are. That's all I was saying. Ain't nobody gay bashing or doing no shit like certainly.
Not somebody saying you doing that. No, I know you're doing that.
We certainly ain't homophobic.
No, I just you know.
Yeah,
I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm just like, I'm just trying to figure out my lane, man. But I'm trying to do.
And that's what it is.
That's all I'm doing.
It's a lane.
Man.
And in your lane, but then we can just go back. If we just need to be snapped back to what you were saying, you said black people need to rely on America to get us out of this problem. I'm saying there's only so much they're going to do to help us get out of it.
But it's still a conversation. I'm just speaking it out. I just feel like when people say we need to come together, and yes, we do need to come to as African American race, we do need to come together. But at the end of the day, we only can do but so much as a race. Because a lot of stuff is placed here without our consent, without us knowing. We not bringing the guns here. We ain't making no damn AK-47s and all those guns.
But we're making the moral decision to go in our community and shoot within our own.
But listen. But hear me out. This is the big point right here. We're not making the guns. We're not bringing the cocaine here. We're not doing all that stuff. Yes, it get into our community, and
then how you handle that. So just think about when just think about when the Black Panthers used to exist in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
They controlled their community. They controlled what they ate. They controlled what they learned. We got to get back to that.
What happened to them?
I mean,
the same America that you said helping us,
same America
that they destroyed.
I never said they helping. I said we need them. We need them help.
Okay, right. So is that taking out our black structure? Is that helping us?
Back to what I was saying earlier. Everybody that's in power, African American, either though they wind up missing. I said that earlier, right?
Yeah, but what we gonna do? Continue not to sacrifice missing people in order to get a better life?
No, I think
I'm willing to sacrifice my life to get better for the next generation.
Exactly.
And we need that. I'm just saying that.
But we don't have that as a group.
We gotta find.
Do we have that as a group
right now?
Well, I mean, when are we waiting on? Next week?
Obama's
next
everything
generation
is now. I might not even make it home tonight.
Yeah.
I just feel like we gotta find a way to come together, man, as a whole universe, man. America, we gotta find a way to. But let's be real.
Are you kidding me? I mean, you took out America. Chinese people don't even like Japanese people. You know what I'm saying?
Koreans,
Light-skinned Mexicans don't like dark-skinned Mexicans.
That's all across the globe.
We got all these issues with they got their own set of problems.
I'm talking about right here. I'm just focused on us, United States.
What about us? We got.
Here's the thing. You gotta understand, bro. You not listening. What I'm saying is, you got black folks won't even have a conversation with a white person.
Okay. You
got black folks like, yo, no, I'm all black power, black this, black that. But you living in a world where it's dominated by the white man.
But that's socioeconomics, and that's
so. What I'm saying is it's dominated by the white man. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So therefore, if we go through life saying the black man, we black power, this and that, how do we come together? If you don't want to have, you got to have a conversation with the white man too.
Well, all right.
We can't just do it ourselves.
But you're not saying,
and I believe there's some white folks out there that's willing to help.
I can agree with you on a political, and I can also agree back to the comment I made earlier. It's going to take other people to help black people.
That's all. That's what I'm saying. That's
so
all
I
I'm trying to say.
give you 5 on that. You know what
that's all I'm trying to say. We only can do but so much. But if we go through life saying, "Oh, it's just black," we not going to get it. We can't grow.
Hello, who this?
Hey, Toomer, this is Bruce.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Y'all still talking?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the topic is we done veered to a little something deeper here now.
Yeah, I'm listening to the cat in the middle, man. He's sounding kind of, he's sounding not too negative, not too positive.
You said I'm not too positive?
No, not you. I'm saying the dude in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
I'm like, Jesus.
Which one you talking about?
Obviously,
the one with the orange.
Okay, that's me. You said I'm not too positive. What you mean?
You know you from Philly. You better be careful.
Nah. What you mean? I'm just
go ahead, Bruce. Tell him to let him know he's sitting here. Go ahead with it.
Because I thought I was positive the whole damn. Let's go.
No. To me, you positive, but I'm saying like the cat. You in the orange. I'm listening to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the huh. Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
hey, Porter, we having feedback on these things from the.
I think it's from his side.
Yeah.
Okay.
The phone's echoing. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
But turn down your TV or your the computer or whatever.
I'm using the other phone for the.
Okay, go ahead with it, Bruce.
Okay. No, brother. What I'm saying is, you saying basically like black people don't talk to white people.
No, I never said all. I said some.
Let me finish this up, Lionel.
All right,
go ahead.
Okay, so I really don't understand what you're saying about that. I mean, literally, I talk to white people every day.
I'm not saying all. What I was saying was, I know black folks that don't associate with white folks, and I said,
what's the problem with that?
Now I'm about to tell you. Now listen. Now the problem with that is we need to grow together. We need a universal dollar.
We already tried that.
How we already tried? So that means so basically, do that mean stop? Do that mean stop trying? Because we only can do but so much amongst each other.
We're dying in the streets right now.
I do.
White cops.
No. Let's stop. No. Let me stop. And that's fucked up. Yes, we are dying in the streets by white cops, but we also die in the streets by black men. Would you agree?
No.
No. Where you live at?
I don't agree.
I'm from Philadelphia.
I live in LA.
No, I'm explaining this. Bro. Well, you must not be you must be not watching the news. I'm from Philadelphia, and let me tell you something. I can count on all of our hands right here how many young brothers that I know that didn't reach 22 that's dead. Let me finish. That's dead right now. Listen. That's dead right now, bro. Listen. Let me explain to you. I'm about to answer your question. That's dead right now, and they did because of another person that looked like me and you, then killed them.
And that's every other race. White people kill more.
I'm not. I understand.
Exactly.
Asian.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is,
I've been around trailer parks with all white people.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm talking about us. White police officers kill us.
Black people should be tired of hearing black on black crime. White on
how
white
can
crime.
we stop? How can
black on
black crime is terrible?
Violence crime.
Right.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about
we got to talk about that. We can't just leave one thing out. The cops is killing us, and that's fucked up. It's sad. Me personally, I feel like the way I look at the cop situation.
Okay, so let's
talk about
white on white crime.
The way I don't know about white on white crime.
You
don't know about white on white crime?
No. Listen, white on white crime is the wars and all that shit. What I'm saying to you, brother, is that my solution for the police officers to stop killing black men, I say it starts with the police academy. For example, when you go into, I came up with an idea. When you go into the police academy, I feel like that the cops that's in the academy, they need to take time off. Like they can't graduate unless they do like a few months
you know
in the poverty.
Original cops
they
for
do,
the KKK, right?
Bro, listen what I'm saying, bro.
Listen
what I'm saying. All right, listen what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is the police officers that's in the academy, the white cops in the academy, they come from all the suburban areas and they never been in the hood before, but they go into academy, and then when they leave the academy, they're like, all right, go protect the hood, which they never been in the hood before. So therefore, before they graduate from academy, I feel as though it should be some kind of transition that they should spend at least 5 months in the hood in the community before they even get a certificate.
All right,
so we can know what the hell they're about.
Because
we need it to happen.
Well, it's black cops that grow up in the hood and they become cops that you don't see them out goddamn shooting goddamn
from Oakland, California, and what they was doing is recruiting.
They discussed that a while back about black people that live in a black neighborhood that are cops need to patrol their area.
That would be better. Everybody patrol their own area.
That's it.
But that being said,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that being said, you don't see no black cops going out shooting unarmed white people, man.
No,
there's some in your goddamn soul. You know how to de-escalate shit.
White people, you don't see black cops.
You don't see that.
Matter of fact,
Matter
of fact, they're the ones basically black people with black cops. They act like they're a joke.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've seen that around all the time. I live in L.A. I'm around black cops and Hispanic cops. They don't mess with me. It's the white ones that do.
Yeah, I understand all that, bro. But we
I just upgraded my grain, man. I don't even get pulled over and none of that. I'm, hey, I'm Ghost Ride the Whip. I'm out. Let's go.
Thanks for calling in, Bruce. Man, call in more earlier, man, so we can go a little further. I got to get ready to wrap this up.
I just got your thing on by email. I was like, let me call in and check on, see what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
y'all talking about something I'm serious about.
Right,
so,
man.
Usually y'all joking, but I would keep clowning, but this is something I'm serious about. So I just had to chime in.
Appreciate it, baby, for sure. Pass it on.
Put my piece in.
Yeah.
All right, brothers.
All right. Take it easy, man. God bless you.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, there are many people in the world, and we can't as black people just goddamn fucking say, well, we ain't gonna get nowhere unless white people help us. There are Asians, there are other Africans, there are other people, but to sit here and say we ain't gonna get nowhere unless these people help us, and they letting you know there's only so much.
I never said we ain't gonna get nowhere.
There's only so much they gonna let us do. And you'd be if you was them, you'd be a fool to help a motherfucker goddamn come up to the fucking it's either light or it's dark. And that's just the way the world is, the way it is. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna help you do nothing so much for doing nothing. Okay, she putting it up there? Yeah, no. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So you tell them about Sports Collective. Once again, we got to get ready to wrap this up every Monday at 5 o'clock.
Every Monday, 5 o'clock. Yep.
And this
yep.
is
Yep.
And
will you please let these gentlemen do? Go ahead, Elliot.
Yeah, we here at Morris Media Studios, and also look out for Portis on their next workshop. So if you want to learn more about podcasting and podcasting tips, she's definitely here. in the community to try to help the next business.
Okay. And I'm going to try to make it down this Monday, goddamn, to sit down and talk to you, man. I should have been down there.
It's Monday is a holiday, so we will be off.
Yeah, what is it, Memorial Day?
See you
holiday.
in June.
Yeah, okay.
Memorial Day.
I'll come check it out one day, man.
All right, Lionel, tell them what
Yo,
you
what's
gonna
up? It's your
get.
boy Lionel Dalton, man. I'm out here working, man. Got a new movie called Bomb Pizza coming out. Another movie called One Night in San Diego. I'm just out here in LA, man, chasing my dreams, man. You know, just paying the rent, baby.
Oh, good deal. I'm your host, Al Toomer, here at Toomer's Down. And before we go up out of here, we have a friend of ours in here, Vivian LeRae from LeRae Sense. And go ahead and tell them what you're sponsoring there, Shawty.
Good evening, everyone. Join me in supporting with Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, ALSF, dedicated to raising funds for research into new treatments and cures for all children battling cancer. We'll donate $8.50 from each sale of When Life Gives You Lemons Warmer to Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. Show your support. The link is up there, https://LeRaeSense.Cincy.us. Be sure to shop the open party. Thank you.
Well, all righty then. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.